All right, so let's lay this out so it makes sense for you, and this question of LLC versus trust for your assets is finally put to bed. The system of trust can actually include LLCs, but a trust cannot go inside an LLC, but sit at different levels on the chessboard, having different roles, and the chessboard is the game of life and business. Let's start at the top of the empire. The head, or the crown of your body, is your family trust. Your family trust is the king and the queen, the most valuable and most powerful pieces on the board, respectively. The family trust sits at the head of the body. The king is the most protected, most insulated piece on the board. You don't parade it around. You don't do direct business from it if you don't have to. You don't even reveal the name publicly if you can help it. It exists to hold, protect, and pass on everything you build. Not for you, but for the people that you put inside it as the beneficiaries, your children, your legacy. And make no mistake, if the queen needs to come out and make moves, she dominates the board without question. Using your name to own everything and thinking that you're building for your family is a misalignment of contract and energy. Technically, legally, contractually, and energetically, you're building for yourself. You just happen to be paying for people you love along the way. Operating contractually from the trust finally aligned you with doing things for the benefit of others. Now what you build is by design for them, not for you. Your arms of the body into the world are your business trust and your charitable foundation. Your family trust does not go out and do battle. It sends all the other pieces on the board first if it can. Your business trust is your bishop. Remember this, BUS is BIS, is your bishop, is one of the most dynamic pieces on the board. It cuts diagonally across the chessboard as it does business in all 50 states. It slices through positions, flanks public entities like LLCs, takes pieces off the board, with the ultimate mission of acquiring more holdings for the crown, maximum leverage and maximum power. No other piece covers the board the way the bishop does. Lose it and your options shrink. Your left arm, the charitable foundation, this is your knight, operating with honor and elevated consciousness doing good deeds in the world. And here's what makes the knight unlike any other piece on the board. It's the only piece that can jump over others. Every other piece can be cornered or blocked in. The knight doesn't wait. It gracefully goes around obstacles, through crowded boards, into positions nobody saw coming. Maximum maneuverability by design, moving swiftly and uniquely. Now, if those are your most valuable pieces, where do you think the LLCs land on the board? That's right, the pawns. The pawns move one square at a time. LLCs are minimal in maneuverability and by design create liability for you. That's your LLC. It has a role. We'll get to that. But when you're comparing leverage, power, and maneuverability, there is no comparison. You wouldn't build your entire strategy around pawns, and yet most people do exactly that. An LLC in their name, one square at a time, exposed to the public, which means when your name is on it, so are you. It's no disrespect, it's just proper positioning. LLCs are out front public-facing and usually are the first to be taken off the board. They're the fodder. Yet they serve a function, because here's the paradox. Banks love to lend to LLCs, but they won't lend to trusts. Why? Because the court system doesn't have jurisdiction over a private trust. So if a trust defaults, the bank has no recourse. But an LLC, that's a public entity. That's a credit chassis. You can get funded through an LLC that the trust owns, and now the money flows up the board where it belongs. You use the pawn to get the funding, then the funding serves the family trust and the beneficiaries. LLCs have a role. You can even sacrifice one if you need to, because there's a lot more of them on the board to pick up the slack. That's by design. The pawns are never confused for the power pieces. Your bishop and your knight exist at a completely different level of the game. Together, these are the family trust's arms into the world, and their only job is to accumulate holdings for the crown and the beneficiaries. Here's where it gets powerful. That's just the beginning of the empire. You're not limited to one business trust. You can have 2, 3, 4, each with a specific function, a specific industry, a specific purpose. Same with the charitable foundations. How many causes do you want to champion? How many doors do you want to open for people to contribute something meaningful? You can fill the board, multiple bishops, multiple knights, rooks, a full formation, all serving the crown. When your business trust becomes the public-facing manager of your LLC, they will hit a dead end. Someone looks up your business, they will find the trust name, not yours anymore. They search the trust, dead end. It's private. It's not registered on any searchable database online. The separation between you and the entities is complete. Meanwhile, your trust bank accounts, properly set up, are FDIC insured up to $1.25 million as opposed to your normal $250,000 bank account. 5 beneficiaries at $250,000 each. That's $1.25 million. The banks treat you differently at this level. not as a customer, but almost as a client partner. This is what a fully set up board looks like. This is the game that families who think generationally have been playing for a long time. Now you're looking at the whole board. The question is, what pieces are you going to put on it?